Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. While I am working on some more in-depth journaling and planner videos, I have a very fun little video to share with you today. I mean, if you look at all this stationery here in front of me, you might be wondering, did I miss something? Was it Christmas already? And no, it wasn't. But as some of you already heard from my Dutch accent, in my English, I am actually from the Netherlands, and in the Netherlands we celebrate Christmas, but we also celebrate Sinterklaas or Saint Nicholas in the beginning of December. Some families will do some presents and Secret Santa and stuff like that on Christmas Day or on Christmas Eve, while other families do more or less the same kind of celebrations on Saint Nicholas Eve, which is on the 5th of December. That is not really a day off. It's not a national holiday in the Netherlands. So a lot of families will just decide to do that on a weekend day that is somewhere around the 5th of December. So we actually celebrated with my family last weekend, and we had a lot of fun. It is always great to come together with my family. Lots of laughs, lots of good old stories, memories, just good vibes all around. So usually we do a sort of Secret Santa. That's not really what it's called, because there is no Santa involved in the Sinterklaas celebrations, even though they are very much sort of related in their origins. But we did a sort of Secret Santa, and we got each other presents. And as you can see, my family knows me really, really well, because most of the presents that I received are stationery related. So I'm just gonna show all of this to you, and I hope you enjoy looking at the stationery. If that is not something that you enjoy, feel free to skip this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. But I do hope you stick around, because there's lots of good stuff in here. So I'm just gonna put this to the side and we'll look at the items one by one. So the first thing that I got were these Midori index clips in the bronze colorway. I think Midori themselves call them orange, but guys, this is not orange to me. I'm sorry. I find them super useful in my hobonichi, in my common planner. They had been out of stock at one of our Dutch retailers for months now. I could not get a hold of them, but someone worked their magic and found them. So really happy with these. These will absolutely get a lot of use. Then I also got some clear film sticky notes in various colors. As you can see, or maybe you can't see, let's see. These are transparent. They are plasticky, sort of PET material. Then I got this stencil. This is a hobonichi stencil. I really enjoy using this because I'm quite sort of perfectionistic when it comes to my checklist. So this is absolutely like the row I use the most. And I had one of these, but one of my cats got a hold of it, and now it is in 3 pieces. So I'm really glad that I got a new one. Then I also got some lovely stickers, lots of various designs. I think these are probably my favorites. They are sort of sunset, night sky kind of vibes. Really nice. Then we have some flowers. These will come in very handy in spring. Then we have some various collage bits. Sorry for the black spots on my hand. I just re-inked my black fountain pen. And then there's some plant botanical stickers. Really nice. Then I'm very excited about this one. This is the Traveler's Company Traveler's Town pencil board in the This is the TN regular size. I've seen this around and I love the colors. I love the idea of the Traveler's Down. It will be my first year using anything in the TN regular size, so I'm really happy to have a pencil board to go with that I can just sort of leave in the planner. It has this basic grid and ruler on the back, but the design on the front is what's most compelling to me. I think you can see that there's various gold foiled parts in there as well. Really, really nice. I'm really happy with this. And also from Traveler's Company is this sticker release insert. So this is a booklet that has sticker release paper, which is great for all kinds of sticker and washi offcuts, bits and pieces that you have lying around. I keep all of my stickers in a big container, and those small parts that I just left either fall to the bottom, never to be seen again, or I lose them somewhere. It's just, they're not really easy to keep somewhere. So now I can just stick them right in and take them with me. So then we have these brush sign pens. These are from Pentel. And what I really like about these is that they have permanent pigmented ink. So I can letter with these, I can make some really nice headers, and then I can highlight on top of it. So these are actually 3 colors. You wouldn't really say that by the, if you just look at them, but these are gray, black, and sepia. And what I really like about these as well, because I have a bit of a smaller handwriting, is that they have a fairly short, hard tip. And then we have 2 clear covers. These are by Midori in the A5 and A6 size. I've recently started enjoying using clear covers on my notebooks, and these 2 sizes are the ones that I was sort of missing in my collection, and now I can really sort of all the sizes of notebooks that I have, I can put a clear cover on. Another very exciting one is this one. And for those of you that own a Pilot Metropolitan in the retro colorways, you will immediately recognize the box with all these patterns. And I got the purple one. So this is the Pilot Metropolitan MR3 Retro in the Ellipse. And it has this, if only the camera would focus. Yeah, there we go. It has this elliptical pattern, very cool, purple colorway. It is a medium nib that I will probably swap out for a fine, but you can't really find these in fine, at least not where I'm based. Yeah, really excited to ink this up with some purple ink and try this out very soon. Then next up, we have a couple of washi tapes. Let's see, this is one of these stamp washi tapes that sort of forms a stamp when you rip it. So I'm going to do this very carefully. Really nice sort of retro summery vibes. There's sort of a bush landscape, there's a beach, sort of meadow, there's a sea, sort of bark. I think, yeah, this is one repeat. So really nice colors as well. Now I hope I can, there we go. It's a really thick roll, so there's lots on here. Then we have this one from Frontier. I'm just gonna open it up. So this one has a floral pattern, let's see, with roses. Very nice for like a sidebar decoration. I don't really have a lot of washi tape that has vertical orientation, so this one's really a nice addition for those like sidebars that you want to decorate. Then we have this one from Daiso. It is called the Twilight Sky series. And this one is a collection of various skies, sunsets, clouds, very soft colors. And then the last one, which is probably my favorite of the bunch, is a mind wave tape in the brick pattern. So very useful, sort of basic shape, but in a really nice gray watercolory design. Ooh, this one is actually a PET one. Wow, look at that. It has very high quality printing, which is to be expected with a brand like Mindwave. Really nice design. Very useful. It gets a bit boring on its own, but it combines really well with other design elements. And then last up, we have not one, not two, but 7 new fountain pen inks. So I'll be swatching these at the end of the video, but for now I'll just show you the bottles. There's 3 inks by Diamine from the sort of standard series, and we have a Tyrian purple, a teal one, and an emerald one. And then we have 3 inks by Rohrerandklingner. We have, let's see if this works. Yeah. So we have Alt Bordeaux, which is a Bordeaux red, purpley, burgundy color. Really beautiful. Then we have Verdigris, which is a grayish, bluish color that also has some green in it. A really interesting color, I think. And then we have Smaragdgrün, which is translated as Viridian green. I think it's sort of an emerald color, but it's very different than the Diamine emeralds. So I'll be swatching these in a bit. I don't know about you, but I love this sort of old school bottle design with these labels that are all sort of the same design, but that have the ink color embedded into the design. I really like these. And then probably the most exciting one is the EU exclusive ink from Dominant Industries called Dutch Moorlands. You could only find this one at Scrittura Elegante. I don't know why I just pronounced that in a very Italian way. Unfortunately, this one is going to be really hard to find, I think, because the shop actually closed. But I'm really excited to try this one. The color is quite hard to describe. It is inspired by the Dutch Moorlands, which, I mean, is obviously in the name. Every Dominant Industry ink comes with one of these little ones and with a cute little bag. And in there we have the bottle. So right off the bat, you can see the gigantic amount of shimmer that's in there. These bottle designs are also really cool. Sort of water drop design. Very nice. They lay in your hand very well. So I'll be back in a bit to swatch all of these. And I just really wanted to say this now. I am so thankful for all of these beautiful, beautiful things. To me, spending this day with my family is the biggest gift. That is just something I really enjoy. I enjoy having quality time with my family, but I'm also really, really happy with these great, great additions to my stationery collection. I feel that my family knows me very well and knows exactly sort of what colors I enjoy, what kind of products I frequently use. So if you're watching, thank you. Thank you again so much. And yeah, all right. So we are back. I have found an empty double page in an old hobonichi cousin that I will be using to swatch all of these inks. And you know what? Right off the bat, let's start with this one, the Dutch Moorlands by Dominant Industries. All right, one eternity later, we have finally opened the bottle. Now I'm just using this acrylic stamping block thingy to swirl the ink around. And this one is called the Dutch Moorlands by Dominant Industry. And I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but it is a gorgeous sort of brown and sort of dusty purple mixed together. The darker spots, the wetter spots are obviously very brown, but there is definitely some sort of dusty pink purple going on there, which I feel like doesn't show up well on camera at all, but it is very, very pretty. Next up, we're going to swatch Diamine Tyrian Purple. It is a very warm purple, which I really like. I have the Diamine Imperial Purple, which is a very sort of cool toned purple with lots of sort of greenish golden sheen in it. So this one is a very, very different purple. Looks a lot like sort of very purple red wine. Really nice color. And then we have a Diamine Emerald. This is a very foresty green. It is neither really cool nor really warm, I think. It's a really nice basic green color, I think, but a basic green is not a color that I had yet. So this is a beautiful addition. I'm really curious to see how this differs from the Viridian Green by Rohrerandklingner. But for now, this is a really beautiful color. Next up, we have Diamine Teal. Okay, so I may have put down a little too much ink because it's very, very wet now, very dark. But right off the bat, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I feel like this ink is a bit wetter than like the Tyrian purple and the emerald. Those two are fairly comparable, but this one feels quite a bit wetter. It looks almost black on the swatch right now, but I'll show you when these are completely dry, because this is definitely not a black ink at all. All right, then we start with the Bordeaux Red by Rohrerandklingner. Okay, so the left page is still very wet, so I'm gonna write a bit weirdly right now. Okay, that does not work at all. So, excuse my very, very crappy handwriting, but I feel like this is a bit comparable to the Tyrian Purple by Diamine, but this one is a bit cooler, a bit more, what I would say is like a true purple. The Tyrian Purple is a bit more red, I guess. It's a really, really pretty color. I feel like I say that for all of these, but I just think that there are a lot of pretty colors out there. And next up, we have the Smaragdgrün, or the Viridian Green. So just notice that I misspelled Rohrerandklingner twice. I'm very sorry about that. Right off the bat, you can see that this is a very, very different color than the Diamine Emerald, where that was a more foresty green. This one is definitely more of a cool-toned, almost marine green. It has lots of blues. It's very, very nice. I feel like this one's going to have quite some good shading. And then for our last ink, we are going to swatch the Verdigris. So right now, I would say that it is quite similar to Diamine Teal. It's a beautiful sort of grayish blue that then shades to a more greenish color. And the teal one, it's still very, very wet, and the lighting is absolutely horrible today. But it is starting to develop a red, sort of red sheen around the edges. I'm going to let these dry completely, and then we're just going to see how they look then. All right, so the ink is still wet in some parts, but we are sort of racing against the clock here because it is slowly getting darker. So unfortunately I've had to switch my ring light on, but I feel like for seeing the colors as they actually are, this isn't such a bad thing, because now look at this. Look at how interesting this Dutch Molen's ink looks. It is definitely brown, but there is a sort of pink shimmer going on. It has lots of dramatic shading. This is definitely the most interesting ink from this bunch. Then we have the Tyrian Purple by Diamine. Very nice, very warm purple. The Emerald by Diamine is a very nice foresty green. I'm quite intrigued by the shading of the Tyrian Purple, by the way. Very, very nice. Then we have Diamine Teal. You can actually see the red shading in there. I know that some people really don't like that. It's still very wet here, but up here you can see the beautiful teal color. I actually like the red shading. It is not too much. It's a very, very pretty color. Then we look at the three swatches from the rohrerandklingner inks. We have a very pretty Bordeaux purple. It looks a bit more red when it's still wet, but then when it dries down, it's actually beautiful, beautiful purple. And we have the Viridian green. Lots of nice shading going on there. Just a bit of red sheen around the edges. And the same goes for the verdigris, that also has that red sheen. It's quite similar to Diamine Teal. Actually, now that they are drying, I think the teal one has actually more green. While wet, I thought that the verdigris had more green in it, but I think that's actually the Diamine Teal. So the verdigris is a very, very nice blue. It's a grayish blue with a nice sheen. These colors will absolutely find great use in some of my pens. I can't wait to start writing with these. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video. The next one will probably be a bit more about the actual planning, journaling side of things, but I was really, really excited to show you all of the nice goodies today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!